Have you ever had one of those days? Yep, I have too. Time to change this, but that's not what this video is about. Stay tuned. I'm going to go get something. We're going to talk about that when I get back. Well guys, I made it home. Got a new to me anyway, goat handling system. Wife and I are pretty excited about this. It's going to be bending over and trimming hooves and all that stuff anymore. I got this. A friend of mine had texted me a picture of it and said, hey, you need to go check this out. It was from a friend of his, and inquired about it and went and picked it up, and come to find out he also watches the channel. So Chad, big shout out to you. So anyways, pretty excited to get this. What I'm going to do is leave this on the trailer, and I'm going to shoot this video over 2 or 3 days. I need to do a little bit of TLC to this. Up in the front, I need to add a bolt to it. I'm going to lube up the hinge points and that sort of thing before I get it out there in the pasture. This is going to make life a lot easier, but here in the next few days I'm going to get that done. We're going to get that out in the pasture. I'm going to make this all one video, and you can just follow along with me, and we're going to see how this new piece of equipment gets employed out here. Well, hey guys, it's a overcast day today. In fact, it's been raining off and on. I figured it'd be a good idea to go ahead and start working on this some more. Hopefully we get it out of the pasture today, and we're going to put it to work. So the head stall here was missing a couple of bolts. Actually, it wasn't missing it on this side. The one that came with it was kind of corroded, kind of rusted, so I was just going to replace it since I was replacing one anyway. I'm replacing it with one of these, and you might ask why I'm using a eye bolt here. And the simple fact of the reason, I needed a 9-inch bolt from end to end. Going to Tractor Supply, a 9-inch bolt was about $1 a foot. It's almost $9. It's $8 and some odd cents. This eye bolt, which all I need is a hinge bit for, this only costs $4. So guess which one I did? Bought 2 of these, just save some money. But that's why I bought these. You know, no other reason, no special purpose for the eye bolt. It's just cheaper. I'm putting 2 nuts on here because I don't want this nut tightened all the way down, because this has got to move up and down. So I'm going to put 2 nuts on here, tighten them into each other, and that's going to lock it into place. I'll show you here in just a second how this flap works. Okay, let me hop down, and I'm going to operate that lever and show you how this guy works. Okay, in this position right here, goat's head would fit through this area. This holds these doors in place. I can flip a lever over here. The doors would swing out. What the previous owner told me, an animal would come in, and then when its shoulders got against the doors, it would lock into place. And then you can flip the lever the other way, and the doors can release outward. Oh no, I'm stuck. Not really, but this does make a unique way to video. Since my goats have horns, I'm probably going to use it the other way, but I'm going to be taking the camera out to the pasture, and we're going to check that out here in a minute. Let me go ahead and move the camera. We're going to lube up some of these hinges. Still might be a little squeaky, but it'll be better than it was. And then we're going to move this out to the pasture. Hold on just a sec. Well, the clouds are burning off, the rain's gone away, it's starting to get humid out here. But I think I've got all the hinge points WD-40'd. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the truck. We're going to hook this up. we'll take it out to the pasture. It's only going to go to a temporary location right now, but we're going to take it out there, and I'm going to go ahead and use it this evening, and we're going to see how it works. So tag along. Hold on, I'll go grab that truck. We'll be right back. So we're out here at the pasture. We've got goat chute pretty much set up, and we ran into our first problem, but it's no big gig. I've got a Sawzall, be able to fix it. Once I put my scale in here, I measured it before we left the house. I thought the scale was going to fit, but what I didn't take into account for was the door height. I just measured the platform. So I'm going to have to cut this bar off, this lower bar off. That way this door is going to close, and it's going to close right on this. So let me do that, and then we're going to start running some goats through here. Seems like always something, huh? Well, got it cut. Let's close this door, see if it works. And there you have it. Clears the platform just fine. No way goat's going to go out of this little corner. Let me finish hooking the scale up. I've got to put the power head on. I've actually got my truck in here. You can't see it on the video. I'm going to pull that out, get it out of the way. Then we're going to be ready to move goats. Okay, we're going to try this out, and you know we're going to have a learning curve, so try not to laugh too hard as you see us try to maneuver them up this chute. You can see here we have the girls anxiously waiting. I don't know if anxious is a good word or not, but they're ready to get out of here, so hopefully they're going to be ready to come up here, go up the chute. They're going to come up here. We're going to weigh them. This is a scale. That's the power head. It's a digital scale. This is a BS 660 scale. It's good for 600 pounds. It's a vet grade scale. We're going to record our weights. You can see here we're also going to trim hooves if they need it. And then down here we've got a product that we're going to be spraying on them. We've got horse flies real bad out here. Normal flies, of course, we're in the woods, so ticks are always a thing. So it's kind of like Frontline for your dogs, except this is a product for the goats. So we're going to be spraying those while we've got them contained. I'm probably going to fast forward some of this. I'm not going to run all the goats through. There's way too many in there. More battery power than what I've got in the camera. But sit back, listen to some music. We'll run a few of them through. Once we get to some hooves, I might stop and show you one hoof and how I do that. And then we'll show you some more. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. Let's do this. Well, in case you were just wondering, one of the goats got a hold of the tripod and started running across the pasture. But recovered the camera. I don't think it's broke. We'll find out later. What I've got here, this little girl was one of our late arrivals, and we need to tag her ear, so I figured I would just take a minute. We're going to tag that ear real quick, show you how that's done. Of course she doesn't like that, but all the goats get a tag. We've got a specific farm tag on the number on the one side, and on the other side is our premise ID federal scrapage tag. Well guys, it might not look like it to you, but it's almost dark here, so we're going to have to call it a night. You can see we still have a few goats back there to do. I don't know how to hold the camera to have you see more. But I'm going to go ahead and turn those loose. We'll catch them again tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and put this out. You guys got the general idea what happens. Goat from back there goes up the ramp, we weigh it, look at its hooves, do whatever trimming needs to be done, if any at all, and we'll spray it with that product and turn them loose. So that's one of the typical days out here. Actually, no, I can't say that. It's not a typical day. We don't do hooves. We only check hooves a couple of times a year. This is the first time that I've done it with this stand. I'll tell you what, that's freaking awesome. Before we had to do it on the ground, we didn't have any things like that, so the wife would hold the front end, I'd hold the hoof, we'd say a bunch of words, normally not talk over supper because, you know, reasons. But anyway, this has made it almost enjoyable as much as it can, but I wanted to finish up and you know, show you this and get this uploaded, and you know what, we'll see you next video.